After reading the excerpt from Rick Rubin's The Creative Act: A Way of Being, I started looking at a few of my own personal projects, capstone adjacent and otherwise, and I started seeing the stages they're in according to Rubin. I fully recognize that a lot of my projects end up stuck in the crafting and momentum phases, which Rubin says is where some struggle, and I recognize myself as some. Of the projects that I created this year, those being Makeshift, a short film which has the seed of an experience with my ex, and another pilot script being Ambulance Chasers. All of those have stayed in crafting, and I wanted to kick them out of there, so I put 2 of them as capstone suggestions, and one of them as a capstone suggestion, because I also wanted to work on that. That being comfort food. See, I personally enjoy the try-everything phase, as he would call it, or really just experimentation. I like changing ideas and working with random prompts, or figuring out a way to deliver a message to people who wouldn't have heard of it. The problem is that I get stuck on wanting to try and perfect an idea before actually presenting it to people, and that does not work with how we make art. An example is for the short film Like It Never Happened. I find every time I look at it, I just want to rewrite it, I want to redo a different version. In my mind, I need to perfect it. It needs to become something better before it actually ends up being something produced. As for point of view, I fully understand that art shows the point of view. I believe that was in one of our earlier classes, one of the main messages of that being that the medium is the message. Art is often a lens through which we view the creator's mind. In a lot of my writing, I've noticed a lot of my own opinions coming through very often. A good example is that Ambulance Chasers, though it was initially written with a few friends as a joke between our Starfinder campaign, it was also based on my opinions of the current medical system, given my background as my mother being a nurse, and my father being very interested in American politics. Also, me having seen a lot of things for medical conspiracies, such as medicine being run business-like, things with RFK Jr. and the American Samoa measles outbreak from 2019, anti-vaccines. There's a lot of things that kind of mess with healthcare. That was the inspiration for Ambulance Chasers. I don't want to ramble. The same can be said for Like It Never Happened, which was meant to help initially with me getting over my ex. And it was also a way, and it evolved into a way to explain to my friends that the methods that they gave me for getting over someone wouldn't work because of one specific thing. Rubin says that the goal of art is not to attain perfection, and I feel like that quote resonated with me quite a bit. It made me realize that I might be subconsciously hurting my own works by thinking about them the wrong way. Instead of focusing on perfection, I need to make sure that I'm able to tell the story, which is the most valuable part. This tacks on to one of my favorite quotes, who I keep forgetting who has the quote, but it doesn't need to be perfect at first, you just need to make it. As for a final note, Rubin mentions that art and conformity do not mix, his specific quote being, "What is the purpose of being an artist if we deny our personal point of view?" I recognize this a lot with my capstone pitches. As much lore and work as I put into one suggestion, specifically Makeshift, none of it came across in my capstone pitch because I was too scared to actually get into the details of the world and the actual system around the way that magic works. And I completely regret not being, for lack of a better word, more nerdy about the whole thing. I regret not wanting to show what it actually was. Denying the point of view of the artist makes a project feel unfinished or not thought out, and I feel like this is something I need to keep in mind for pitching or for any future work, whether course-based or otherwise. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. Sorry.